Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Albert Slomovitz with Dr. Seneca Vaught, and we are members of the new organization called The Equality Experience. And the acronym, the initials are TEE, and so we have a program called Tea Time. And this is an occasion where we get together and talk about some of the contemporary issues of the day. And so we want to use this as an introduction to who we are. We're going to call each other Dr. S and Dr. V. And we hope that you will be energized and excited about what you see, and it will bring about some conversation. So now we welcome you into our first conversation. Hello.
Hey,
how are you, sir? I'm well.
All right.
What we want to talk about in a very general way is race in America, and that's a gigantic subject. So in a way, it's difficult to know where to begin. So if I may, I will toss it to you to get some initial thoughts, and then I'll just respond to what you say.
Well, I certainly agree. It's a very difficult topic, and part of the big public dialogue over this question is, have racial relations been improving over time, or have they been deteriorating? And there's been a great amount of inspiration and hopefulness following the election of Obama in 2008, that somehow the country has reached a post-racial, as it's been referred to, moment. But as we have been much deeper into this presidency, we see some of the issues that continue to emerge. New issues have emerged. Some of the old ones have remained constant. And we see that there are some serious challenges that we face.
This weekend I ran to a few people in different contexts, and here's one theme that I heard throughout. They said that they think race relationships have gotten worse with President Obama, and we're trying to process that. And one idea I had was that maybe people felt that a lot of the issues would somehow be resolved now, a lot of these long-standing issues, because it was a black president, and maybe those were false expectations or unrealistic, and now that they weren't, maybe we're seeing them more sharply, and that's one idea. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would advance the idea that I think much of what we're seeing is not necessarily race relations deteriorating. It's just they've become much more visible since the president constantly affirms his identity as an African American. And the media is, I think, much more beholden to racial issues than they've been since perhaps the 1960s. During the 1980s, they tended to emphasize colorblindness and kind of this idea that everyone had the same experience. But with the rise of groups like Black Lives Matter and some of these high-profile incidents that have gotten global media coverage, I think it's really focused our attention on these issues in ways that we haven't seen.
And another interesting tangential point is that what I hear is that some people say when the president said Trayvon Martin could be my son and things like that, I think people understood that. And yet if there are military people killed, like recently up in Chattanooga or whatever, people want to see the same focus made on those people. So in many ways there's a sense of disparity that there should be concern for everybody. Thus people come up with All Lives Matter, but then I've heard some people say, well, that in a way, that takes away the point of Black Lives Matter. So there's a lot of, I think we're just beginning this conversation and trying to work past some of the initial issues that we have.
Yeah, I certainly would.
Okay.